lady that was embarrassed by the airline yesterday, I go fault her because she should have obeyed simple airline regulations like off your phone, do not do this, do not do that, because you may not understand the process, but if they say it's for safety, then obey it. But again, the airline, wetin go make una dey drag person to the extent say the milky industry dey aside.
Kwamwan block plane. Say plane no dey comot. Kwamwan dey house as we speak. Kwamwan said we used to get erection to knack. Oshiomole block full airport. Say nobody dey enter inside airport. Oshiomole stay National Assembly. This one just get altercation with air hostess. Una say live band, they don't show up for Kirikiri. Una dey mates.
Like, which one is that they've banned this girl from flying any flight anymore? The girl name is Comfort. That girl will beat air hostess for flights today. I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory. Say they ban her from flying any this thing. Like, why? Why would I go do like that? Even though they go ban her, they don't ban her for months, for years. They ban her for life. That for life she cannot. That's not for you to look for money, buy private jet. You get money to sue people now. Nah? Go use and buy private jet, but no fair now.
So it's no longer news that the Ibom Air passenger to Lagos, Comfort Emmanson, has now been remanded in Kirikiri prison. Well, I want to put it straight that she's not banned for life. She's placed on no-fly ban by Ibom Air, and that's just for Ibom Air. I don't know about other airlines. Yes, she has been banned and not for life. As regards to what is already going on social media, how can you ban her for life? Now, these are the allegations against her, against this Comfort Emmanson, the Ibom Air passenger. We can see from many videos that was thrown off the flight when she displayed the same rascality that Kwanwan and Oshiomole displayed at the airport. She allegedly assaulted Juliana Edward, a flight attendant, by stepping on her foot and slapping her. Allegedly assaulted another crew member, Joe Bame Sajun, by striking her in the face with a pair of slippers. Allegedly tearing the curtain separating business class from economy class in that Ibom airline. Allegedly seizing a fire extinguisher in an attempt to attack others. So these are the allegations. I wouldn't want to read the count charges which was read before her in court and she was taken to Kirikiri prison, because if I start reading it, some hasty people I have on my page wouldn't want to watch the video to understand what really happened, and then they start making their judgment, dropping biased comments. Sometimes it's good for you to pay attention to detail, just like this lady. How can you see what happened to Kwanwan, you see what happened to Oshiomole, and even how Kwanwan was embarrassed, and you get yourself involved in such a mess? I don't know whether I should call it lack of home training, or maybe because of the people that she's moving around with. For you to see what happened to Kwanwan, that should even inform your character, that should even make you to behave as a human being. Look at someone that I don't really know what she's going for, her business or whatever thing she does. Look at how she's embarrassed. This thing will continue to haunt her for the rest of her life. I would like you to watch these videos. So many Nigerians have come up. Yes, some of them are on the periphery, some of them are supporting her, some of them are not supporting her. But the good thing, what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. If we should forgive Kwanwan, we should also forgive Comfort Emmanson. But the thing is, wherever you are as a Nigerian, whether your father is rich, middle class or poor, rule of law is rule of law. And if the rule of law is applied to the poor man speaking, it must also be applied to the rich man speaking, because nothing was done to Adams Oshiomole. This man wanted to even stop the airline from boarding. The same thing as Kwanwan. Kwanwan stood in front of the airline, Value Jet, and now he's dropping statement upon statement that we should forgive him. If we are going to forgive Kwanwan, we will also forgive Comfort Emmanson. But the problem is, who is the security man or the air hostess who tore Comfort's clothes? That person should also be sanctioned, just like the Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo noted. It shouldn't have been. And why was even the video released?
That lady that was embarrassed by the airline yesterday, I go fault her because she should have obeyed simple airline regulations like off your phone, do not do this, do not do that, because you may not understand the process, but if they say it's for safety, then obey it. But again, the airline, wetin go make una dey drag person to the extent say the milky industry dey aside? I don't understand. I no fit sleep. I don't dey reason am. na fellow woman like me. In fact, I watched one of the videos. I think somebody willfully push down the omu, come outside like this, carry the clothes down. Many things wey fit do that lady dey. Arrest her, sue her, give her a ban on flight. She will never fly again on that airline or on any airline at all. Many things wey go fit do that girl dey, but that manner of dragging her down to the extent of say we dey comot the milky for her side, e no make sense. Like, wanna find that girl for me, find her for me, I wan help her.
The lady who assaulted the flight attendant has now been remanded in Kirikiri. She's currently chilling in Kirikiri now. And then again, they have banned her from flying locally and internationally for life. That girl no fit dey enter plane from, in fact, anywhere in this Nigeria again. She no fit enter plane except say she take road transport, take enter Ghana, Cotonou, before she fit enter flight. Maybe she wan fly go Abuja now, she gotta go Ghana first, enter car go Ghana first. Or she go enter car go Cotonou before she fly from Cotonou to Abuja. Now she no fit enter flight for life for this Nigeria again. You see am, very simple instruction. Just adhere to a simple instruction. No, you wan show say you get power, you be baddie, you dey fly. Now look at wetin you don cause for yourself. Currently now she dey Kirikiri now dey chill. Then after that again, she come face her penalty. You be say she no go ever fly again for this country, call Nigeria again. For life, they don ban her. This was supposed to serve as a lesson to other people. We be say they go tell her to do something on the plane. Now where they want, now no one obey. Pilot, if they fly plane, wait, they say no, off your phone before we stand up. They know what they solve. They know the reason why. No, you won't use your phone. Kai, I happy with them do like this. Yes, I happy with them do like this.
So while we were busy forgiving Kwam 1, nobody knew that we were preparing for Kwam 2. I don't know if I'm shouting, sir. So over the weekend, while Davido and Chioma was tying the knots, a lady in Lagos was losing her knot.
Okay.
Look at her, look at her. Yeah, so this is a passenger on board the Ibom Air. Yes, from Uyo to Lagos, as I read. And then she landed there and had some issues, a confrontation with some of the staff of this airline. And then she went from 0 to 100. Not just verbally attacking them, to physically assaulting them. And I leave the airline and they are bundling. Oh yeah, go now. She say, Lai, you must treat me like a mad person.
Okay.
You must treat me like a goat. Not greatest of all time, or goat like the man. Yes, you must treat me like an animal. Until they did that, she didn't even move. I don't know if I'm shouting. Now, this is very sad. This is very sad. I won't want to make this gender-based to say, I say, woman, now they would have treated her with my brother. Anybody will behave like animal, behave like animal. Nothing like, say, you know, that's how women, that's not how women do. That's how mad people do. That's how mad people do. And I think as Nigerians, there's a character that we need to unlearn. We need to stop this. You see this constantly trying to brag about stupidity. I'm sure if she got home after this event, the plan was to announce to the people in the street, if you see what I use the IC for airport today, I show them say, my head no correct. I show them say, whoa, person enter this aircraft. I show them say, bro, that show is stupidity. And you see those people will encourage you. I trust you now. Not be you again. You give them hot. That thing is not a bragging right to. That's madness. Oh. That's a way to know that person don't do. It's one of the stages of madness. Hey! It's not a bragging right at all. That you see yourself like this, being embarrassed on the streets, at the airport like this. You reduce yourself to this thing because you want proof points. It is shameful. It is very shameful. And some people will say some people have temper. Like I was reading in the comments. Somebody said we need to hear both sides because you never know. Somebody must have triggered her. So somebody trigger you to they stupid like this. Somebody trigger you to disgrace yourself and your family like this. Hey! Some of you think when you are triggered, you just lose your life. Like you lose yourself completely because you are triggered. You can't comport yourself, you can't behave yourself. It means you can't think, but it means you should be working with, it means you cannot even live life on your own. Anyway, this is not, I wish you can see this video. I just heard that she has been banned for life. That she can't fly locally, she can't fly internationally from Nigeria. She can't as we speak now. You know what that means? That no matter the shege where Nigerian politicians put on ground, she is the first recipient. Hey! Where do you want to go? Who will admit you? Where do you want to go in the first place? Where do you want to run to? See, even Toronto will not. Bro, I don't know if I'm shouting. My sister, welcome to Nigeria. I want to congratulate you. If you are seeing this video from wherever you are, make sure you learn the two main national anthem. Hey! Any government can decide to switch, so make sure you know the two. Because you are in this for the racks. You didn't get this, man. For balance, let me balance this real quick. I know that it is important to hear two sides of the story. As a matter of fact, I actually saw a comment of one of the people, alleged passengers on board that aircraft, that said the lady actually wanted to leave, but they pinned her down and said, since you didn't turn off your phone, even though she put it on flight mode, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Which is, of course, a case that, the right authority should handle. But allowing yourself to be pushed around and dragged like this, it is what I am against. Don't subject yourself to this kind of treatment. No matter the point you are trying to prove, you are a human being first. In a country like that where no even guesses, you need to make sure that you stay alive. You deal through first thing first. That's the right thing to do. Imagine you go there now, go there, then bond you, bro. It's needless. That's my point exactly. My own is that for you to give yourself to people to treat you like, no matter the case, they say escort me to security, follow them first. What's the problem? Then go there, mention, I put it, and call you, instead of allowing yourself like, I don't know, just go and get my ticket. Bro, I don't explain this till finish. My head is done. Bro, just go and buy your ticket for August 31st. Bro!
2 incidents within a few days. The one with Akwa Ibom and Ibom Air, and then the one involving Kwamwan. I think Nigerians generally should learn a lesson from this, that where your right ends is where another person's right begins. And that as citizen, as you said in your introduction, you have both rights, you also have responsibilities. And if you violate the law, you will be sanctioned for it. Now all this, I apologize, I beg, they don't do that in other jurisdictions. The same people who misbehave here, they will not do it in Heathrow. They will not do so at Washington Dulles. When they are among organized people, they behave very well. Now what we're witnessing is the danger of this mentality, the big man syndrome, and the do you know who I am, assumption of many Nigerians. I think it's important for Nigeria to continue to insist on best practices and the rule of law. If you do the crime, you do the time. The fact that the president or you can write an apology is totally irrelevant, because you can't do that in better organized societies. I know some people will say, well, Kwamwan has apologized, we should forget and forgive and go on. No. There should be some level of sanction to teach other Nigerians who would like to go to airports tomorrow, whether it's Ibom Air or another airline, to say, do you know who I am? Now I go to the lady. This lady, she was told to switch off her phone. And then they said she got angry, engaged in an altercation with the crew official, and she made for the fire extinguisher to hit the lady. I mean, it was on the basis of that airline officials and security moved out. I've seen some comments, some people were saying, why did they expose her breast? Why did they? No, that's immaterial. It's our offense. That is the issue. Because both persons, both the lady and Kwamwan, they endangered the lives of other passengers. They disrupted airline operations. But I think the big issue here is the lesson that other people should learn. Because they saw the Kwamwan one, they say, oh, it's a big one. Then look at a lady, we don't even know her identity. I hope they will tell us who she is. What gives her the effrontery to want to hold up airline operations in that kind of disrespectful and idiotic manner. So I don't want to condemn the airline. I just want to say to every passenger, both now and in the future, to know that there are rules This is a country based on the rule of law, on rules and regulations, and you must respect the rules. This is the reason why people drive on what do they call it, one lane against the flow of traffic, and they will do it with impunity. This is why people will refuse to pay tax, and they will do it with impunity.
The question is,
there's a lot of lawlessness here.
Doesn't government officials drive on one lane?
No, all of us.
So
it's everybody.
It comes from the
It's a Nigerian affliction.
Do politicians even respect the laws in this land?
Okay, it's a Nigerian affliction.
Doesn't government officials drive on one lane,
yes,
one way?
It does not justify.
Are they supposed to break the law?
No. The fact that other people are doing it,
yeah,
and so I can also do it, is not a defense in law.
It's not a defense in law.
He's a man that is caught, that is a criminal. So the important thing is that the moral firmament framework in this country requires everybody to respect the law. Yeah. Otherwise, nobody has the right to come and say, I'm a big man, I'm entitled, I'm privileged. There's no such thing.
Absolutely. Well,
don't be that content. If you can, avoid it. Don't make everybody form an opinion about you. Don't be that public content. Don't be that person that everybody creates content of. Now, the Minister for Aviation, Festus Keyamo, has now placed her on no flight list, both locally and internationally. And apart from that, the same thing that happened, unruly behavior, today from nowhere caught sat and then sent her to Kirikiri. The moment she started that journey yesterday, if anybody had told her that she would end up in Kirikiri, I'm sure she would have doubted it seriously. They have prosecuted immediately today, Monday. The judges are no longer on holiday. The judges are no longer on sabbatical. They appeared from nowhere and then straight to Kirikiri. The Minister for Aviation just confirmed that. Same thing happened. You see, Nigeria, classism, now classism go finish that country. But see, because in Nigeria, the only person that can protect you, I do not care who you know, is you. If you don't belong to that set that believes that they own Nigeria, be very careful. Fight for your right. But anything that will make you find yourself in a circle where everybody's touching you, whether you're right or wrong, no baby, flick your wig, remove yourself from that situation, especially if you're a lady. These are people that on a norms may not be able to touch you, may not be able to come close to you, but not everybody had access to you. I have watched different versions of this video. I have watched different versions and there's nothing you want to explain to me that could make you that unruly. Nothing at all. I beg on now. This 2025, pray seriously against anger. Pray against anger. That's another message, part 2. More wisdom.
So Comfort has been banned both locally and internationally. She cannot fly in Nigeria anymore for life. But I don't understand this thing. I don't understand this thing, like, for real. Is this not the same thing K1 did? Like literally the same story. He did. He was banned just for 6 months. But she did her own for life. Nigeria. See, for the little time you are in this country, right? Those they go your own day daily because can you imagine? Because if you ask me, it's literally the same thing that they did. They gave him 6 months, they gave her for life. And for the fact that they even naked this girl, they tore her clothes, which is not right. I want that girl to come out. I'm not supporting what she did. What she did is totally wrong. Mind you, she overdid it. And me, I still feel like they should still check her brain. Maybe, like, she may not be mad 100, you understand? But maybe something may be going on with her for real. You understand? But then I want her to even come out. I want her to say her story. Let her tell us what really happened, because I know that I feel like there's more to this thing. I saw a video of where the air hostess, her hair was still there, like her hair was still there. She was telling your air hostess that she should excuse that she want to pass. The air hostess did not answer her, that she made a video. So with that video, I feel like there was something that provoked that girl to have behaved like that. Now they don't ban her. They ban her. But our own K1, they ban him for 6 months with, and he put apology.
Wow. It is well. It is well. Anyways, nothing spoil. Maybe she should just buy road, go to Ghana. Are you late? Oh. Buy road, go to Ghana. Maybe she's gonna be living in Ghana. She change her name, have their passports there. This life is not hard. This life is not hard. But I don't support what they did. If they should give her ban for life, they should also do the same thing to K1. She's well. You shall see. You see what they are doing in this country. It is well, sha. You got a pause. You got a pause. I just feel like that girl. She just maybe they reduce the way they get angry. Me go and talk to myself, but I don't go crazy and gaga like that. No. But then again, it is well, though. It is well.
Good news, my fellow peaceful Nigeria. You remember this lady yesterday that assaulted Ibom Airline crew member and other airport security officials in Lagos? Boom! Her name is Comfort Emmanson. She's been charged to court, and not just been charged to court, she's been remanded in Kirikiri prison. That's a good news. That's the kind of Nigeria we want. Zero tolerance for anyhowness. Now she can call all those as sugar daddies that she's trying to call, that's giving her the ginger to do exactly what she did yesterday. Let her call them. It's fine. Let them come. They can pay her. But at least she knows you can't just do anyhow and go free.
From 35,000 feet to Kirikiri, what started as a simple Uyo-Lagos trip became one of Nigeria's wildest aviation dramas. According to Ibom Air, passenger Comfort Emmanson refused to switch off her phone before takeoff. When a fellow passenger switched it off, she went off in anger. But the real chaos came after landing in Lagos. She allegedly waited for everyone to leave, then launched a full-blown attack on a flight attendant, stepping on her, yanking off her wig, tossing her glasses and slapping her multiple times. Another crew member who tried to help also got slapped. It didn't stop there. She allegedly tried to grab a fire extinguisher as a weapon and fought off security and even slapped the ground supervisor. At Murtala Mohammed International Airport, video showed her in a white top and black trousers, yelling at officials, resisting arrest and lashing out while travelers and staff watched in shock. Airport police had to step in to restore calm. The NCAA has reminded passengers that crew instructions are non-negotiable, safety rules, not suggestions. Results: a lifetime ban from Ibom Air, court charges, and now she's cooling off at Kirikiri Correctional Center. From the runway straight to the prison gates.
You see that where they talk say poor man pikin. Poor man pikin, they see something. You know, this issue now, this lady here, I know some of you must have seen it. She boarded an aircraft, you know, Ibom Air. So while she was in the aircraft, the air hostess told her, "Ma'am, please off your phone." Do you understand? So she said okay, but she insisted that she not off the phone. Rather, she said that she put the phone in flight mode, but the air hostess said no, that you must off the phone. So that was the disagreement they had, you know. So when they landed at their destination, everybody was going down. The lady was about to go down. Then the air hostess blocked her and said that she was not going anywhere, that they have already called the airport security, that they will get her arrested, you know, for tampering with the security of the passengers and the aircraft itself. So there was a video circulating online. I can't post it here because of her, some of her privileges showed, you know. So I wouldn't be among people that keep on sharing naked picture of people. But some of you must have seen the video. I'm just briefing you on what happened. So the woman, okay, at a point when this thing came, and when there was a video even where the lady made a video when she wanted to go out, the air hostess blocked her that she's not going anywhere till the security comes. So when the security comes, the lady insisted that she's no longer coming out. You know, they have to force her out by bundle her out. You know, the security carried her from the aircraft to the floor. You know, so why am I saying this? The AON, you know, association of all these aircraft operators in Nigeria, they placed a lifetime ban on her. Everything is happening today. No investigation, nothing. They just placed a lifetime ban on her. Not just that, they also took her to court. They remanded her in Kirikiri prison, and also said that she will be charged to court. Now my question is, was it last week or last 2 weeks? There was a man, a Fuji musician of a Yoruba origin. They call her Kwamwan or whatever. The same man did almost the same thing, but his own was even far more dangerous, that he made an international news. He himself blocked an aircraft from taking off, an aircraft that is already, the engines are already running, steaming, about to take off. He blocked it, that the pilot has to, the pilot has to take off, thereby the man dodging from the aircraft wings, not to harm him. So they placed 6 months ban on him without charging him to court, because he knows people that knows people. He's connected. He knows politicians. He knows Lagos State government, and he somehow knows Tinubu, the president. But this poor man Pekin now, this young lady, maybe one of the hooks, or she's an entrepreneur, you can never tell, has been made the scapegoat. She knows sabi anybody. She don't get anybody. They just everything. Just use sledgehammer on an ant. You might just get an ant and use sledgehammer to kill an ant. That's what they did with this girl. So it's quite unfortunate that Nigeria now is operating on who knows, who you know. Onye my mama do. You get? Because if this girl is well connected, there will be no way they'll ban her for life. Do you know what is banning from life for life? That she cannot fly an aircraft, both domestic and international flights in Nigeria. Wherever she's going now, she must use is either she use train or she use bus. So where will train take you to Nigeria? Can train take you from east to north, from in Nigeria, or west to north? So this is very, very unfair. If they should charge her to court and ban her, is the other even that Kwamwan that deserves to be banned for life for what he did?
Like, which one is that they've banned this girl from flying any flight anymore? The girl name is Comfort. That girl will beat air hostess for flights today. I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory. Say they ban her from flying any this thing. Like, why would I go do like that? Even though they go ban her, they don't ban her for months, for years. They ban her for life. That for life she cannot. That's not for you to look for money, buy private jet. You get money to sue people now. You go use and buy private jet, but no fair now. Seriously, no fair. But why you slap the girl? What did she do you? But still no fair now. Why they go do like that? Even when they want help out, those security guys want help. But she said, don't help me. I don't want. But still, when I follow bad her, no fair, no, it no make sense. No. She doesn't deserve it. I know say bad character they imprinted, but she know this that she could change. Like bad government self, they change. Talk more of she. Why they do her like that? I beg. Why did they ban her for life? Like why? Other people do and they ban them for 6 months. She should do and they ban her for life. Sure. What one person go do it, they go clap her for her, and you go do, you go chop beating. So I told her, sorry, go. They calm down. Bad character, keep her for inside room. Like your bad character, they keep her for inside room. Yes, keep her for room. No, they bring her outside.
The lady that was captured recently having a clash with an Ibom airline has been placed on no-fly ban for life, that she cannot fly locally or internationally. Nigeria don't happen to this girl, because we also what Kwamwan did recently. There was no such punishment. They only gave him 6 months and he apologized. They said, to her is human. What happened to this lady? It can happen to anybody. We also how they dragged her out of that plane after she was being stopped by the air hostess not to come down. They manhandled her, tore her clothes, exposed her, took her to Kirikiri, and still they placed this ban on her not to fly for life again. Wait, see, Nigeria don't happen to the lady. Kwama that even poured water on the pilot, apology was enough. To her is human. Wait, see. May Nigeria never happen to me or any member of my family. Amen.
Okay, let me explain this whole thing going on, because I see a lot of you people do not know about the airplane and stuff like that. Now, when you're boarding into the airplane, there are things that are not allowed, that you're not allowed to come into the airplane with. You understand? Now, when you finish boarding, like from the boarding part, those checking you in will have to check for all the things that are prohibited for you to use inside the airplane. They will remove it at the point of checking in. You understand? They will not allow you to come into the airplane with those things. It's not allowed. So if there is any mistake that they didn't remove those things, it is their fault entirely. That is number one. Sorry, I've been having kata. Number two, when you are inside the airplane, what you should do, the first thing, when the plane is about to take off, they will announce to you that the plane is about to take off in case your phone is on. There are two things that you're supposed to do. Two things. One is either you switch off your phone. Number two is either you put it on flight mode. Okay? So it's either you switch off your phone or put it on flight mode. When I put my phone on flight mode, I can press my phone. I can be pressing my phone. I can be using my phone for the fact that it is on flight mode. I personally have been traveling a lot, which you all know. I've never switched off my phone. Never, not even once. The only thing I do is to put my phone on flight mode, and that is acceptable even in international flights. It is acceptable everywhere. For the fact that this lady put her phone on flight mode, no flight attendants have the right to take away her phone or have the right to tell her to switch off the phone. The phone is already off because flight mode means there is no connection on your phone. No calls, no message, nothing, no internet will enter your phone. So the phone is as well as off, dead. You understand? So everybody telling the girl is wrong, this and that. No, you shouldn't embarrass them. They shouldn't have embarrassed this girl in that way. That was a humiliation. It is not done anywhere. It is not done anywhere. First, she wanted to go. You blocked her way. Okay, you called the security. Fine and good is a good one. Bravo. That is a nice step for a staff. You call the security. If the girl wants to go down, let her to go down. Why blocking her way? Why do you block her way? You have no right to block her way. You have no right to restrict her from going down. Not even one single right. Not at all. And why would these guys drag this girl like that, pull off her clothes, the clothes that she was wearing before the one that shows her breast? Why? I saw people celebrating. They should have thrown her off. They should have thrown her down from the... I pray Nigeria never happens to you. I pray Nigeria never happens to you, because that is inhuman. That is inhuman. It shouldn't be heard of. It shouldn't be done to anybody. Nobody deserves to be treated in that way. Nobody, not even you that is watching this. Nobody deserves that. Seriously, they should. Anyways, I'm not in Nigeria, and I don't even think anyway. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. It's well. May Nigeria not happen to you. May Nigeria not happen to you.
AON imposes no-fly life ban on Ibom Air passenger over assault. Now, we all saw the video of this lady earlier today that assaulted air hostesses and practically everybody in the airport that was trying to dialogue with her. I later saw another video of her assaulting another man inside the bus while they were transporting her. She wanted to actually use his tie to pie the man, because I don't know what kind of violent person she is. It is alleged that she was asked to turn off her phone inside the airplane. She said she was not going to do that. The air hostess repeatedly told her to turn off her phone. I don't know if it was her first time flying. Maybe she was excited to take videos or record. You could have just simply obeyed. Just obey simple instruction. It is alleged. I don't really know what caused it. That is what I've been hearing so far, that she was asked to turn off her phone and she refused. That's what caused the first altercation. When she was trying to come down from the plane, I don't know what transpired again. We all saw how she behaved, and I don't agree with how she behaved. She behaved really classless. Nobody could calm her down. But do you think banning her for life is fair? She will never fly again in Nigeria. Now, we have a lot of insecurities in Nigeria. Traveling by road is not safe for anybody. If anybody can afford it, allow them to fly. Banning her to fly in Nigeria for life is not really fair.
Kwamwa block plane. Say plane not the commode. Kwamwa dey house as we speak. Kwamwa said we used to get erection to knack. Oshiomole block full airport. Say nobody dey enter inside airport. Oshiomole stay National Assembly. This one just get altercation with air hostess. You know, say like band, they don't show up for Kirikiri. You know, they mates. Guys, me, I stand with this lady, Comfort. I stand with her. And I will support any movement, any organization that is ready to fight injustice. Any organization that is ready to join this girl to fight the federal government, the airport authority, and Ibom Air. Now, I want to pray this prayer. May we not encounter a bad air hostess. See, unless you don't be frequent flyer. If you be frequent flyer, you will know what today. See, you see this is so. Now earpiece be this. If I dey fly, most of the time, the wave that is they affect me well. Sometimes I will just download, because internet not there. I will just download some maybe movies or maybe videos when I want to watch. For me not to, because I don't sleep inside plane. I just put this one like this. Cool. They listen. See, I don't see air hostess when people say my phone is on. I don't say I put up for airplane mode. That's okay. That's okay. I don't see encounter someone say no. Say it's not by airplane mode. Make her off am. The last time when I encounter, I want to make her off the phone. Just because I don't want to get issue with the lady. Because I don't know what she see for my body. I can't go buy this one. This one, it be like earpiece. But it's not connected. When you just do like this, you just put up for your ear like this. The radiation, I be able to call am, you understand? So, make una share this video, make Igbo people, but I need to get sense. With this one, I'm cool. I go fit chill. I go fit sleep. I don't want to hear other passengers. See, even as I may talk myself, it don't block everything. I don't hear anything. Because some flight like this, the passengers they make noise. So with this one, you don't hear anything. Maybe you want to read or you just want to relax. You can relax with this. Now, if you notice, this lady was not half naked. For the videos on the watch this girl wears something inside. She wear white jacket. She was properly dressed as a Nigerian lady. Not all fine girls they are show. Not all fine girls when they show breasts and show that this thing they show. Not all. We don't get bold. Maybe the men waiting when they talk for social media. This girl fed not a report to say everybody don't come down. This air hostess don't want to let her come down. Air hostess na glorified conductor. You are just a conductor. You are not a law enforcement officer. You cannot hold that hostage. If she must have done something bad, and she come down, you will follow her or report to those officials of grade. This is what the lady did, though. Before she go carry her bag, they will stop her and they will arrest her. You cannot hold somebody hostage. You can't do that. You cannot. Your job description already is there, madam. You'll be glorified conductor. This is the way it happens. So, in the apple of street of Lagos, in the apple of street of Benin, in the apple of street of Port Harcourt, everywhere Abuja, where conductor will hold ground with passenger. But for you, una talk like complex say the air hostess na deputy god. Why the lady don't get her right at all? Una see the lady do video, una say they don't let me come down. Now watch this video. I will still play am again. Make you watch where the lady she was provoked. She don't lose her patience that time. And mind you, the air hostess say every officials on ground are with her, their colleagues. As the lady say they done a record, she started playing the victim card. She didn't snap me, but she doesn't they done a record already. She doesn't oh just happened. She's stopping me. Now the lady was frustrated. So where's my wig? Nothing least by the time when the lady they hit her, she don't lose her wig, she don't lose her jacket, she don't lose her slippers. This else table don't do and take that camera. So as she don't see camera, she don't say I stopped her colleagues don't come, she gonna play victim. You are hitting me, she's hitting me. You be police. You be police. You have no right to hold her hostage. You have no right to block her from coming down. You have no right. They don't bow you away. The highest you can do, I mean, she don't get them when she take fly. And they don't security in the airport. And you can report her to. She don't carry her bag. And it's gonna take her like 7 to 8 minutes to walk out of the airport. So why you call it block the aircraft when she don't come out? What's your problem? Now, the useless boys don't come. Because I see many of them that analyze Bobby since even this stupid boy VDN talk about Bobby, I saw Bobby. Now they don't actually lose our jacket and we don't know. The next thing they can't drag her. No human right for Nigeria. If you are still raising your children in that country, I just pity you. Because what this guy do here, don't get some pictures which they post on the cars I will put. Now what will you see on streets for UK America? Ladies dress half naked here. You see married women wear pants like these pants. When we go in prison, we go poolside. I don't remember my wife just wear that swimming this thing. She says she like she still cover herself because she's an African woman. If she doesn't you will see beautiful women. They dress half naked pants. In Nigeria, they call them on no show. You call them on no show. They just intimidated this girl. Now, the useless airport authorities say they don't give her any life ban. Are you made? When they make her say local international, you want to destroy this little girl because she lose her paper. I don't support the assault. Say she gonna hit the air hostess. I don't support that one. But wait till you happen for inside the plane. We make her remove her jacket. We make her lose her wig. We make the lady come get this anger issue. From the first video, she was calm. He said, guys, he said she was calm. See, most of all these air hostesses, they get their own problem. They please say all the fine girls when they play, when they go Abuja or they go Lagos, now big man, they want to go see them, you no show. You no show. Me, see. Oh, you see, this selective justice, this selective actress, and all the problem I get with the Nigerian system. Kwamwa block plane. It's a plane, not the commode. Kwamwa at their house as we speak. Kwamwa said we used to get election to knock. Oshiomole blocked full airports. Said nobody they enter inside airports. Oshiomole is the National Assembly. This one just get altercation with air hostess. When I say live band, they don't show up for Kirikiri. Now they mates. Now they mates, now they mad. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you. See this country soon. God forbid I'm not enter this my house. The only thing I will tell you everybody is stop. I said stop now. Yes, I will do self-defense. If the armor is not violent, say you not carry something to try to hit me, I dare not hit the armor. You hear me? So go ask Uber drivers here. If passenger enter your motor and you reach the destination, the passenger going to be like, passenger will get problem. Okay, you cannot drag that passenger out of the vehicle. You will call police. Now police must go remove the girl from the aircraft. Not even male police. Female, they say that female, they call female officers. They will handle the matter professionally. The else they contact them with that. You are not leaving. So I said she blocked her before police come. People already come from the aircraft. So how many minutes it take police to come to this thing? How many minutes? They will not encounter this kind of else. They will set us up. Then when camera show, she come begin play with it. Me, I don't see where we say two women they fight and better fight. As you know, my husband you come. What I mean? And they have been beating me. This boy, the girlfriend, his face. Now she with the horse, so as the husband does come, as soon as this woman begin play victim, begin cry. And what did this air hostess do?
Ibom Air, thank you for proving my point as quickly as possible. Justice is only for the poor, while the rich are allowed to hold back a jet like Superman. I see no reason all of you thought that young lady's clothes like that. One able-bodied man will have handled her, but I guess that is Nigeria, where people are treated like trash based on who they are. Now, I really don't know what that young lady did to you for you people to get that upset, but I don't think I saw anything that warranted that level of force. And before you cockroaches start convulsing in my comments, please use common sense to deal with this matter. They could have simply restrained her and moved her.
All of that dragging and pulling is what made the matter worse. Ibom Air, you owe that young lady an apology. Yes, that young lady was a bit irate and she self messed up, but that is not how you treat human beings on a plane.
For this Ibom Air story, I beg to differ. I beg to take a different tone in my observation on looking at this whole story. You know, some of these professionals, they know how to provoke you. Then when you are not provoked, they will not on their camera. If you look very well, there is a recent video that is revealed now. Looking at that video, you discover that the girl in question, the passenger in question, was wearing a jacket. Was wearing a jacket and a wig. That is to say, the passenger was well dressed. But the snippet of the video that was released, that has been circulated earlier, shows that the passenger was not wearing a wig. That is to say that something has transpired. Something happened before they now turned on their camera. So it was when the passenger now provoked and started retaliating her, that was when they now decided to on their camera. You see the story now, because from that first video that I saw, I will play that video now. Before you comment rubbish, just check that video. You discover that the passenger was well dressed, was wearing a jacket and a wig. But the particular video that's circulating, you discover that video that's circulating, the passenger was not wearing wig anymore. There was no jacket anymore. That is to say that something has happened before they on their camera to video. So before nobody even though the passenger was unruly, but let's look at the story from two different angles. She's not a mad person and she cannot just start hitting the air hostess. Don't they have a CCTV camera on board? Don't they have the video of the whole incident that took place inside the plane? I think it would be fair for them to see the two sides of the story. Fine, there was an assault on the Ibom Air staff and the fan staff or whatever. If they are penalizing the passenger, they should also penalize whosoever that's involved that triggered that reaction. Yes, now, because some of these air hostess, if you are a frequent traveler, if you fly often, you will understand that some of these they can provoke you, they can push you till you lose your cool. So anyways, I'm not trying to justify the act of the girl, but yet again, I just feel the role the air hostess and the staffs on board played should also be scrutinized. Some of all these staff, all these people, they need meta evaluation. All of them. You see this? Nobody should insult me in the comment section. I go bomb you.
As the experts in the aviation sector, what do you say to those who are alleging double standard? In the case of the Ibom Air that happened, the passenger is already in the correctional facility. You have described it as due process. But we did see about last week, some days ago, a Fuji musician in Nigeria, a popular one, a legend, preventing an aircraft from taxiing and taking off, Kwam one. But he has since done an apology. No, he wasn't taken to custody. How do you explain it? Yes. How do you explain the difference?
Well, it makes one a bit on the uncomfortable side. The rules should apply to everybody that violates the rule. It's as simple as that, whether male or female. Law is no respecter of status. The only exception in this case, or why I really cannot fathom why same was not done. You recall that I commended the steps taken, due process, in the case of the lady in question. She was promptly arraigned before a proper court of law, and a proper court of law remanded her. The only issue there that one might say might be holding them up in this case is a bit on the complex side. there was several unprofessional handling in that Wasiwa in this matter. How did he breach the security screening point going out with such flask? The maximum liquid allowed is 100 ml. And obviously that flask we are seeing should definitely be bigger than 100 ml. So on what basis? Were they overwhelmed by supposed celebrity status as to have allowed him to even get onto the to the tarmac? And then the interaction, the interlocution between him and the pilot in command, the lady, shouldn't have arisen at all. He should never have been allowed to get onto the tarmac. Okay, now he was on the tarmac. What we expect of the aviation security personnel was to have promptly whisked him off that place. If he resists, they handcuff him and take him away because he constitutes a danger to civil aviation. Right. And the rules are there in the Nigerian Civil Aviation Act of 2022. Many things, the gestures he displayed in that place was completely unruly and dangerous. One, he could be said to have held the entire aircraft hostage, and he was jeopardizing the lives of both crew and passengers at that material time. There was no reason or justification for that. But before he even went into the front of the aircraft, the aviation security personnel ought to have whisked him off that place. And on the part of the pilot, yes, he ought to have remained calm. Unlike what we saw with the lady with the Ibom Air, I would have expected, and by her professional training, she would have gotten the all clear sign before getting into motion. Right. And well, it wouldn't be an excuse. She deals with the public, and it is expected that she will maintain her calm in spite of such provocation, such as the alleged pouring of the content of the flask on her person. So, all in all, right, there is no room for exception. There is no room for discrimination.
Okay, very quickly before we let you go,
Mr. Need to treated equally.